Hello, fellow YouTubers, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. On the last episode, we, after learning about the DL6 incident, headed off to Mia's office, where we found a couple of snippets of incriminating information against Red White. Brought it back to his office so we could rub it in his face, but he kind of rubbed it back in our face by pointing the finger at us and saying that we were Mia's murderer. And so now Maya's not in jail anymore. We're in jail, which is great. So we have another trial to deal with. This is actually our trial now. So it doesn't help that we're fighting someone that's never lost a case. Oh boy. Well, I guess this is it. Yeah. One way or another, this case gets decided today. Wow, I couldn't speak there. Ah! Phoenix, look! Huh. Prosecutor Edgeworth.
I received a call from the public prosecutor's office yesterday.
Huh?
He told me that whatever Mr. White says today, it will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try and attack his testimony, if I raise an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me.
What does White have the judge in his pocket too? So, you're saying I'm going to be guilty. End of story.
I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything.
Why? Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this?
Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy.
Edgeworth, you've changed. Phoenix, you know him?
Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix Wright.
The Phoenix? Well, court will be opening for session soon. What? But wait! Your defense attorney isn't even here yet. He's not... I'll be defending myself. What? Okay, let's do this. Oh! I'm trying to get a Maya voice now. I'm trying to get a Maya voice and an Edgeworth voice and a Phoenix voice, because we're going to be seeing them in most of the episodes so far. So,
the court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
the defense is ready, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, are you sure that you're up to doing this?
Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself.
Understood. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. As the details of the event are already quite clear to the court, today we will hear the testimony of another witness to the defendant's crime. I see. The prosecution may call its witness.
That went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask us why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's going to raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. I would, because it's my life on the line! Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify in the trial against Miss Mia Fey?
I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time, I thought that Miss May's opinion was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanor.
Great. He gets to show off and I get nowhere.
I would like to call Mr. Red White to the stand.
I think my Edgeworth voice is getting deeper now, which is bad because I have an idea for someone I want a very deep voice for. And it's not Red White. That ship has sailed, and it's halfway around the world now.
Please state your full name.
You wish to know the title of my personage? I forgot what the clown voice was like.
Your name?
Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear, do my locutions confuse? Yes, it does. I can't even say that word correctly.
Name!
These two are great together. My name is Red White, but my friends call me Blanco Nino. I am the CEO, or to use a more common term, the president of Blue Corp. Why am I giving everyone accents all of a sudden?
Did you know the victim, Miss Mia Fey?
That would be a negatory. No, I did not.
You were at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder?
Correct.
And you witnessed the murder from there?
Ahem. Why tell you what you already know?
Very well, Mr. White. You may begin your testimony.
If I can't rip this guy's testimony apart, I'm done for. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? Ho ho ho! I hope you have made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. I like the clown voice. I'm so glad I accidentally stumbled upon it. Let him have it, Phoenix. That music cut out for some reason there. Oh God, I need a cup of water. Let's see. It was about 9 o'clock, I believe. I was quietly pursuifying, or that's reading to you, some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. Aya's voice just continues breaking. It doesn't help me. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She, too, was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction. Then it was all over. I lost the original clown voice. Whatever, we'll deal with it. I need to start recording these cases in one session.
If things occurred as you testify, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, defendant. Mr. Wright? Your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. I need to do this. My life's on the line here. It's about as personal as it's gonna get. So, you didn't really say anything that specific. So, there's only one thing that we could really press. Let's not press too many things because we don't want to accidentally get surprised by Edgeworth or the judge, but we want to press not this one. Of course, I have spiky hair. Something about Miss May. She ran away, but you gave chase. Let's press this one right here. Can you be a little more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Of course! Comprende! I understand! The victim was attacked, but by you, and ran to the left. You gave chase and struck her down.
Are you sure?
As you know, I am always abso-positively perfect.
Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail.
And now he's gonna change his testimony for us. Victim ran to the left and you gave chase. Well, May's testimony, the victim dodged an attack and then ran to the right, but she was caught and struck. This is what's the word? What's the word? English language always fails me. I don't even know. Let's just present it. Wait right there! Mr. White, you've dug your own grave! What is this? You said the victim ran to the left, but that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated that the victim ran right. Oh ho ho! It is simple. You have misheard her. I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here, and the victim here. If the victim ran to the left, as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Very strange. I did see her run to the left. I did. Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. True. Maybe he really did see the victim run left. So he did witness the killing? Wait a second. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? Mrs. May says right, and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court? Well, now we have the option. Mr. Wright is right. Oh, God. Mr. White is right. Miss May is right. Both are right. Now, he is very adamant that saying that she ran to the left. Miss May is very adamant that she ran to the right. But they both seem correct, so we're going to say both are right because there is an explanation for that. Both witnesses are telling the truth, for once. Ha! I mean, I doubt it. Or rather, that does not clear up the contradiction. There is one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts. God, it is very hard to read this dialogue and get the right inflections while the dialogue's still popping up. What? Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the scene from the hotel. God, there was not even the word scene in that one. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yes, what do you mean he was not viewing the crime from the hotel? If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been? In the law offices of Fey and Company, of course. More specifically, he was standing here. Show the court where the Mr. White was standing. So, I gotta show the court where was Mr. White standing in the office when the murder happened. Well, if he was anywhere in this office, that was not exactly where you'd expect him to be, he'd probably been seen and probably killed as well. So there really is only one spot that he could possibly be in. And since we know from the opening cutscene that he is the one that actually murdered Mia, he is in the killer's spot. So we're gonna present that by hovering over that and hit present. This is where he was. Look! When the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point, to him it would appear that she ran to the left. Please, this is no time for jokes and ill taste. That is where the killer was standing. Order! I will have order! Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. White, what are you suggesting? Rapscallion! The postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. I can't believe I got those words right. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. Ho ho ho! You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. But now he's laughing? The hilarity of this moment made me remember something. It appears I have been unclear, and for this I apologize. Mr. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more? Very well, let's hear your revised testimony. Good luck, you can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left. And then you hit her, savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. That is what Miss May saw. You see? You hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? That does make sense to me.
Will you be cross-examining the witness testimony?
Yeah. You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. So, there's one thing that is standing out a little bit. So, let us point out what the problem is on the next episode. We're going to call it an episode here. So, on the next episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, we're going to be cross-examining this last statement that Mr. White said. What just fell? And we will be finding out exactly what is wrong with the statement so that we can clear our own name and hopefully indict Mr. White. So, until next time, hopefully you enjoy. Oh, mini blends. Wait. Whoa, this is just mini blends. I don't like the look of this place. Why do I not like the look of this place? Is it because they're just going to continuously spawn? That sure sounds like it. All right, time to do this. Whoop. Get out of my way. Out of my way. All I have to do is hit all 3 of these. And then I think it'll be done.